Hey Santosh, good morning.
Hi guys, good morning. We'll start session in a couple of minutes.
Hello everyone. Good morning.
Hey Santosh, morning.
Good morning.
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 Good morning, Santosh.
Good morning. Let's wait for a minute. Six.
Good morning, Santosh.
Good morning. Okay. Uh, just before we start, happy Friday. And can anyone just give a recap of what we have learned in the last class?
It's regarding variables.
Okay.
So, what is variable, and what are the rules when writing a variable, or when should I list the rules
Yeah,
as
if you
well, or
can, if you can help us with the 5 points which have written about variables, right? If you can help with us, that will be good.
okay, okay, fine. Variable have certain rules in Python, like variables are case sensitive, and variables should start with alphabet and underscore. Um, while writing a variable, it should be a single letter, single word. If it is a multi-word, then it should be separated by underscore. And variables should not start with a digit and special characters and symbols. Only it should start with an underscore. Variables are overwritten, and variables should not write within keywords as well.
Very good. So variables are placeholders. Thank you so much for that. In case if you want to store some values and if you want to use it for future purpose, variables are the options. And variables are case sensitive. Entire Python itself is case sensitive, right? And variable name should be a single word. It cannot have two or three words, right? You are not defining a sentence there, right? So it has to be one single uh, word. So that's what I said. This is acceptable, 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 but this is not acceptable because there is two words, right? So and I've told you that variable names can support only one type of special character. I don't know what um, this underscore has done is, but this underscore is the only one which is acceptable in Python. The rest of the special characters is not allowed for the variable names. And variable names cannot start with numbers, but it can end with numbers. Okay. I have shown you a few examples where it can be Virat underscore 18 or Virat 18. This will work, right? This will work, but not the reverse. If you give 18 Virat equal to the name, it will not work, right? That is one thing. And followed by variable names cannot be the keywords. The last one, you can have it, right? But it is not recommended, right? If you are giving type equal to 3, it will actually assign the type value will be assigned, or print equal to 3, it will still assign. But the only thing is it will lose the original functionality of the that particular function. So it's not recommended to use that. Okay. So with all that, today we'll go for the second topic. So what I'll do, I'll go to my file. I'll open a new Python file. I'll open a new Python file. In the new Python file, it will open another Jupyter notebook. So we'll go here and we'll mark it as Python data types. Okay. And along with that, I'll also have today's date 09/05/2025. Okay. Now, today we'll talk about data types. Now, what is this data type? What is this data type? Here, first, let me tell you what is this data type. And if I write something with hash, it means that it is a comment. Okay. So data type means data type means it just tells you what type of, just be on mute. Just it will tell you just what type of value is the data. You're storing some data, right? It tells you what type of value it is. Okay. So basically there are, at this point of time, let's say that we have 4 data types. The first one is integer. The first one is integer, int. The second one is float. The third one is str. And the fourth one is bool. Okay. So we have few more, which for today, it's out of scope. Few more in the terms of advanced data type. Okay, so which we'll discuss later. Now, data type is a concept where you will try to understand what type of value it is. Okay, it is definitely needed because you need to understand before doing some operations, you need to figure out what is a data type, right? Now, A equal to KSR Datavision is a one word. Okay, so A equal to KSR Datavision is a word. Now, by seeing
Sorry to
this,
interrupt you. Can you zoom a little bit?
you have to zoom it.
A little bit, Santosh.
It's not clear now.
Uh, yeah, it's
We
fine.
can
Continue.
zoom our screen also.
Yeah, you can zoom by yourself as well. So we have given that flexibility on your screen. So you can use your two fingers and you can zoom it by yourself. Okay. Now, yeah. So here I'm giving A equal to KSR data vision, right? Now, this is actually string. Now, how do you figure out it's a string? Very simple. I've given something value with the quotes. So single quotes or double quotes, whatever the value I give, it will be considered as string. Or else, if you still don't believe me, you can go and type of A. You can go and type of A. So the moment you go and type A, the moment you go and type A, if you see that it is telling you it is str. Okay, it is str. Now what I will have to do is let me go and give B equal to 3, and then what I'll do C equal to 7.5, and then I'll take D equal to true. Now there are four values which I've assigned to four different variables. Okay, A is a variable, B is a variable, C is a variable, D is a variable. Now I want to know what is a type of value that you have stored on A, what is the type of the value that you have stored on B, C, D. Okay, now if I go and enter this, and if I go and execute this type of A, it's going to give you str. If I go and enter type of B, it is going to give you integer, right? The first one. And as I told you yesterday, it's a bit lazy. Python is a bit lazy. It's not giving you the complete name of the data type. It's just giving int. So int stands for integer. And let's say that I will go and say type of C. So type of C is something which I've given as a decimal. So since I've given decimal, it is taking as float. It is taking as, sorry, it's taking as float. And the last one, type of D, it is taking as bool. So bool stands for boolean. Okay, it can have only two values. One can be true, one can be false. That's the only two values you can have, right? So these are the four data types what we have. Okay, now there is nothing to think too much about this integer and float. It's a very straightforward. Something which a plain number, we call it as an integer. Something with a decimal number, we call it as a float, right? So this integer and float, here what we will do is we will go for string. Actually, this is very important for us because in future you will be given a lot of string values and you will also be asked certain questions, and we will have to figure out about this string values. Okay, now what I will do, let me take one simple example. A equal to python. A equal to python, right? So I'm considering A equal to python. Even though I've given A equal to KSR Datavision, now I've given A equal to python. The python will be replaced. That is, if I go and write print of A, it is giving you python. And if I go and give type of A, it will give you str. Okay, now in this python, it's actually, how many letters are there? Python. So totally you have six letters. Okay, now what we will do in Python, remember, in Python, if you want to access any special, that is any particular character, if you want to access any particular character, and we are talking only about string now, right? This is a string. Integer, float, there's nothing to do, right? So float value is basically like you will have a certain numbers like 5.5 or 6.5 side. It's a float number. And now integer is pretty straightforward. You have any integer number. Now we have directly jumped on to string. Now in string we have Python, okay, or we have Datavision. There is some word that you have gone and stored on the particular variable. If I ask you to access only the first element, or if I ask you to access only the last element, right? So that is where we'll have to see how it works. Okay. Now, remember, the moment if I assign this word to A, in the backend, you know what happens? In the backend, you know what happens? I'll show you a whiteboard. I'll show you a whiteboard, right? So if you observe carefully, I am trying to store the word Python. Okay. So I'm trying to store the word Python. Just give me a minute. Okay. Now imagine I want to store this word. Let's say what we will do. The moment if I do A equal to Python, if I do A equal to Python, in the backend, do you know what happens? Do you know what happens in the backend? A memory location will be assigned. A memory location will be assigned. Okay, a memory location will be assigned. Now what will happen? P will go and sit here. Y will go and sit here. T will go and sit here. Okay, so this is what happens. So what happens? P, Y. Okay, so I've taken a certain memory. This is actually backend. There will be you have anyhow you have installed on your machine. So in the backend, somehow it is utilizing your memory. Somehow it is utilizing your memory. Okay, now this is called indexing, right? So every character is being assigned with one index. So let's see what is that index. If I go here, if I want to access particularly only the p value, if I want to access only the p value, the way I would access is first I will write A. If I go and enter, you will get the complete string, but I'm interested only to access P. So what I'll do in Python, okay, listen carefully. This is a comment for you. In Python, if you want to access any character, you should always access it with square bracket. Okay, you should always access with square bracket. This is called indexing. This is called indexing. Okay, I repeat, in Python, if you want to access any character, you should always use indexing. Now, if I give only A, so Python has come, right? If I access with the square bracket, if I access with square bracket, and in the square bracket, if I write 1, you'll get the first element. If I put 2, I'll get the second element. If I put 3, I'll get the third element. If I get 4, I'll get the fourth element. If I get 5, get the fifth element. And if I go and write 6, 6 will not have value, right? So it's saying string out of index. That means we don't have. So that means Ideally speaking, if I give 1, it should give you P, right? It should give you P, right? But why it is giving Y? Why it is giving the second character? Well, you need to understand that. You need to understand that whenever you are storing some value, by default in the backend, the position where the first element will be started will be 0. The position where the first element will be started will be 0. That means even if I ask you in your sleep, going forward, you need to tell that in Python, the indexing is starting from 0. So the first element will take the position as 0. Okay. Now, in this complete word of Python, if I want to access only P, that means you need to go and give. If you want to access only P, it's very simple. You write A of 0. So this will come. Okay. If I want O or if I want N, you give A of where is the n going and sitting? N is going and sitting in the 5th position. So you will have to go and give A of 5, right? And that is what I'm doing here. That is what I'm doing here. If I give A of 0, it will give you P. It will give you P. If I give you A of 1, it will give you the second letter, right? And if you give the 2, it will give you the third letter, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is how it is. Okay. Now, let's say now I have a different example. P equal to KSR Datavision. B equal to KSR Datavision. Now in this, I don't want to access only one letter, just like what I was doing. For example, even if I want to access year, again, I'm telling you in Python, the indexing starts from 0. So K value will be, the index of K will be 0, right? S will be 1. This will be 2. Okay. So let's see what happens here. If I go and give only B, the complete string will come. If I go and B of 0, only the K will come. As I told you, indexing here, the first index will always be 0. And then if I give B of 1, so it is yes. And if I give B of 2, it's going to be R. So 0, 1, 2. Now you may be considering, what is this space? The space also will utilize some index. Okay. So to give an example, in this example, let's see what will happen. Imagine I will have to store the word KSR Datavision. Okay. So here what will happen? It will go and have a memory. This is a memory in the backend. Right? This is a memory in the backend. And the way it goes stores is K, S, R. The space is there, right? The space will also have here, then followed by data vision. Okay. Now what is the index given? Index given will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the index. Now if I go and give A of 3, the value will be nothing because it is space here. So I'll go and experiment that. B equal to KSR Datavision. B of 3 if I give, that space you're getting, right? The space you're getting. And imagine I want to go and get D now. That is B of 4. Okay, so this is 4. How it is 4? Because it is a 4th index. Now, this looks very easy. But what if instead of accessing one letter, Instead of accessing this one letter or this one letter, this one letter, in complete KSR Datavision, I need to access this KSR. Now I need to access more than one character, right? And that too, the next subsequent characters. So now in future, if there is a string that has been given for you, and if they're asking a portion of the string to be extracted, in that case, what you will do? What you will do, right? So it's very simple. It's very simple. I will write B, I will write square bracket, and I will write 0, and you please give till 3. So this is where it will give you from 0 to the third index. Okay, so let me go and enter this. It has given me 0 to third index. Now you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. Again, I'm telling you, this is all something which is already written. You have to follow like a Bible, right? You have to follow this. There is no way that you can go and change the rules. It has already been defined and you have to follow this. So don't ask me why. It is all rules and regulations. In this, if I want to access KSR Datavision, right, I will have to give this. This is a starting index. This is an ending index. That is how you have to access. Okay, so let's go back to the comment. So this is indexing, right? So if you want to access, you have to access with a square bracket. This will be the from index is to, this is a to index, from to. Okay, so this is from, this is to. Now here you need to be very careful in this. If I'm writing B, if I'm writing B of 0, what it is giving? It is giving K. Okay, so ideally speaking, try to understand. I am trying to access only this KSR. Okay, so only this KSR means it's starting with the 0th index and it is ending in the second index, right? So as I told you, the indexing starts with 0. So 0 means I'm seeing that it's the position of K is 0 and the position of R is 2, right? So if I go and write K of 0, I'm I mean B of 0, I'm getting K. B of 1, I'm getting S. B of 2, I'm getting R. So that means ideally speaking, it should be 0 to 2, right? Let me try to access it. B of 0 to 2. So if I go and give 0 to 2, all the 3 characters should come, but it will not come. It will not come. It is coming only KS. It is coming KS. Right? So you need to understand that. You need to understand that when I give the end index is actually not considered, right? So here, if you are giving 2 to from, please note that 2, that the end position 2 is excluded. It is excluded. So always when you want the last element to be displayed, you should always give, we always give +1. We always give +1. So if you want to access individually only R, then you can simply go and write B of 2. It will work individually. But when you're writing from start to end, right, that second position element will be not included. It will be excluded. So if you always want this R to be displayed when you are accessing a set of group, it's your responsibility to go and write always +1. If you go and write +1, that end position now will be 3. 3 will not be considered, but 2 will be considered. So always if you want to go and have this 2 position, you need to have like this. So here the end position 3 will be excluded. So end position 3 will be excluded, but this 2 will be coming in. Okay, I repeat one more time. This is data engineering. Okay, so this is data engineering. Now, if I ask you to extract the word data here, okay, so assume that there is no space here for now. Okay, assume that there is no space here for now. Okay, data engineer. So in this data engineer, let's assume that I want to extract the word data. If I want to extract the word data, the way I would do is, if it's a single character, C of 0, C of 0, C of 0 will give you D, C of 1 will give you A, C of 2 will give you T, and C of 3 will give you A. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Why? Because the indexing always starts with 0. So if you clearly observe, the index that is given for A is 3. So it should be 0 is to 3. This is how it is. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is what you mean. Logically speaking, this is what it is. But the end position is there, right? That will not be considered. The end position, right? That 3 will not be considered. And if you see, right, it gives you that. It gives you that A is missing. So why A is missing? So here the third position is not considered. If you want to always include that position, you need to always go and give +1. You need to go and give always +1. So why all this mathematics here? I will simply go and give 4. I'll simply go and give 4. So I'll get data. If you individually go and access 0, you will get D. If you individually go and access 4, if you individually go and access 4, you'll get, that's, let me run it one more time. Yeah. So if you go and write C of 4, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, you are getting E. But when I give 0 to 4, it will always exclude that 2 position. The 2 position will be, this is an end number. That end number will be excluded. So it is recommended, and it is always a rule that if you want to have that end element what you want, if it has to be displayed, in that case you should always give +1. Okay. So this is the basic understanding of this. So let me tell you one more time. Let me tell you one more time. This is a start position. This is an end position. Start position you can give from which index you want to start, and the end position, whichever you want to give, that end position has to be always +1. It has to be always +1. Okay. Now with this example, let's try to get one more. Let's try to get one more example. Okay. Let's say KSR is the best institute. Now, this is a set of string. If I go and say D, if I want to access KSR, so it should be 0 used to 0, 1, 2. If I give 2, that end position will not come. That end position will not come. So it should always be +1. So I'll go and give 3. Okay, perfect. Now, just think and tell me. Let's see how many of you say this correct answer. From this string, I need to access the word best. Who can tell me the exact index? I want to access a complete word called best.
10 to 13.
Sorry?
12 to 16.
D11, 15. Yeah.
D11 to 15.
I've got 2 answers.
D11 to 15.
11 to 15.
11 to 15.
12, 16.
12 to 16.
12 to 16.
12, 16.
D11 to 16.
11 to 16. One more answer. Any other answer?
It's 11 to 15.
11 to 15.
Okay. So I've got total of 3 answers. I've got total of 3 answers. So let's go and see what it is. For the initial 2 examples, I will always go and do this. Okay. So I'll always go and do this. So first I'll go and have a memory for you. Okay. I'll have a memory for you. And then what I've written, KSR, KSR space is space the best institute. Okay, so it continues. So we are not focused. We are focused only on accessing this one. Okay, we are focused to access only this. So let's go and read the indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is what I want. This is what I want, right? So this portion of the just give me a minute. Don't know what happened. My pen is not working. Yeah. So this is what I want. So what is the start position? 11. Now what is the end position?
15.
11, 12, 13, 14. So this is the end position. This is the end position, right? So the end position is 14. But if I give 11 to 14, what will happen? D of 11 to 14. If I give that 14th value will be excluded. So always I've told you the end position will be excluded. So it should be always +1. Okay. So it should be 15. So the right answer is this one. The right answer is this one. Now let's see what is 11 to 16. If I put 11 to 16, can you see that extra space has come? This is also coming, right? This is also coming. So you need to be very sure what one you want, which one you are trying to access. But I don't know why I got the answer as 12 to 16. So let's try 12 to 16. So 12 to 16, we are losing that B and we are just getting EST space. So the right answer will be second one. Okay. Now, one more example. Data vision. Data vision. Who can help me? I want to access the word. My output should be vision.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My output
4
should be
to
vision.
9.
4 to 8.
4 to 9.
Again, 2 answers.
4 to 9.
4 to 8.
4 to 9.
Any other answer?
4 to 9.
4 to 9, 4 to 8. I've got 2 answers. Any other answer?
4 to 9.
4 to 8.
4 to 8.
4 to 9.
Yeah, it's 4 to 9.
0,
4 to 9.
0, 1. If you guys are not able to see, this is what I can do for you. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting will be 4. So it's correct. 5, 6, 7, 8. So the end position will be 8. the end position will be 8. But if I give 8, do you think it will work? 4 to 8. If I give 8, 8 is a position of n. But will
one
it come?
extra index would be required.
Yeah. So 8 plus 1. So it's going to be 9. So this is what it is. Okay, so please remember the starting position will be considered, the ending position will not be considered. It is always necessary for you to write +1, but don't go and write mathematic operation like +1. You add it and then you access it. So 4:9 will give you this vision. Okay, so far what we have learned today, we have learned about 4 data types. One is integer, one is float value, and another we have string, and for the string we have a string value and we're trying to access the string. And in Python, if you want to access a specific elements, we will be accessing with a concept called indexing. What is indexing? Indexing, whenever you are assigning, it will go and store back in the memory location, and it is like indexing will start from 0 1 2 3 and it will continue to do on. So, and here I'm accessing with the help of indexing. Right? How do you access the indexing? Indexing is basically accessed with the help of square bracket, and in the square bracket you will have from and you will have to. Okay, you will have from and you will have to. And now this star means it's include, if I'm just giving you a comment, okay, this is for your understanding. Don't ask me what is that star. Star is just for your understanding that the to position will be excluded. Excluded means this position will be excluded. So you should always give 2 plus 1. Okay, you should give 2 plus 1. So you should always go and give 2 plus 1. So that means the next position, the last position plus 1, you will get it. Okay, now I will give you few more examples. I'm telling you, if I get two answers, unless and until I get one answer, I'm not going to stop this topic. I'll be keep on giving examples unless and until if I get one single answer. Everyone has to give me one answer. If I get two answers, I'm not going to proceed further. I am not going to proceed further. Is that clear? So think and tell me. Again, I'm telling you, if I get two answers, I will not proceed further. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The example which I want to go and give you is if I get two answers, I will not proceed further. I want to access the word data.
Six to
6 to 10. 10.
6 to 10.
10. 6 to 10.
6 to 10.
Right.
6 to 10.
6 to
Yeah,
10.
it's correct. Yeah, 6 to 10.
6 to 10.
6 to 10. 6
How
to 10.
come I'm getting only one answer? Surprising. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
6 to 10.
yes.
Yes.
Answer, come on, think. Any other answer?
No.
Okay,
No, 6.
thank you. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is a start, right? 7, 8, 9. So 9 is a position of A, but 9 will not come. 9 plus 1 you have to give. So successfully I have got data. Okay, so thank you so much. This is how you can access it. Now there is one more concept that you need to learn. Okay, we have written from and to. Okay, so that means we have given the start position and end position. We have given the start position and end position. Okay, now apart from this, there is also one more value that you can give, which is optional. Optional means here I have given without that also, the third number. I have given the first number, second number, I have not given the third number. So here we call it as step. We call it as a step. Okay, so from, to, and step. So step means I can give another number here. I can give another number here. So let me see what is this. And again, I'm telling you here, the step is optional. If you want, you give it. If you don't want, you skip it. Okay, it is optional. And by default, step will be 1. By default, the step will be 1. If you don't give anything, it will still consider as 1. Okay, so I will tell you what it is. In this, a of 6:10 is to another number, I'll give 1. So this is a start position, this is a end position, and this is a step. If I go and give, you are getting the same results. Now, what is the difference between line number 64 and line number 65 is, in the line number 64, I am not giving the step value, and in the line number 65, I'm giving the step value. What do you mean by step means? What do you mean by step means? When I go and assign this letter here, right? If I go and assign this memory, let's say that this is a memory. Okay, so this is a memory. I will go and assign Python data engineering. Okay, so if I go and give a of 0:8, so if I give a of 0:8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I go and give another parameter like step, it will jump by 1 position. It is going to jump by 1 position. That is called step. That is called step. It will go and jump by 1 position. Okay. So now if I go and write a is to 8. So the one what I'll get is, if I go and write a is to 0:8. So this is a 0. This is a 0. Okay. 8 means it will come here. 8 means it will come here. But the end position will be excluded. So I'll get till here. So this is the output I'll be getting. Since I've given step 1, one step only it will jump. Okay. So now if I go and write this 0:8, and if I write this, it will, sorry, should be 0. 0:8, and you can say Python da. Okay. So you'll get Python da. Correct? Now, if I want to go and give 2 here instead of 1. See, if I don't give 1 also, it is still going to give the same, because by default, it is going to jump by only 1. See, if I am asking you to walk, you'll walk with a decent speed. 1 step at a time, you will walk. But if I go and give the step value, give the step value as, instead of 1, if I give 2, listen carefully, very important. In that case, what happens? It will jump by 1 step. So if I go and give 2, a 0 to 8th position, and if I give 2, from here it will jump to the second. From here it will jump to the second. It will jump to the second. So it will not jump outside this bar, right? So the answer for this will be P T O D. Okay, that's what will be the answer. P T O D. So that step will tell how many steps you have to jump. By default, only 1. So even if you mention 1, if you don't mention 1, by default, it is going to jump always 1. But if I go and give by 2, it is jump 2 steps. So it will jump 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. And after 6, it will not jump. The reason? The end position itself is closed. So I cannot cross this. So this is what the step. Okay. Now, again, not going to leave you as simple as it is. I am going to give you another example. Again, I'm telling you, if I get more than one answer, I am not going to proceed further. Okay, if I'm getting more than one answer, I am not going to proceed further. Now, who can tell me C equal to hello world? Okay, C equal to hello world. I'm telling you what should be my output. Okay, expected output. Thing can tell me the if you give a wrong answer, I will not proceed further. Okay, I'm very strict on this. If you give a wrong answer, I will not proceed further. My expected output will be EOOD.
Third option is 3. Start from 1.
Tell me the index.
Or C,
C of
1.
11,
Or
11, 3.
Correct or wrong?
Yes.
This is right.
Yes.
Correct.
yeah, correct, sir.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Are you sure the first one is correct?
Yes, sir.
I think it should be. It is
It's B.
First option.
Second option is correct.
Second option is correct. Very good. I was expecting another answer and you give me a second answer. Yes. Is it correct? Second answer is correct?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
First is correct.
As long as you get this comfortable, I'm not going to leave you again. I'm going to draw the diagram for you. Okay. I'm going to draw the diagram for you. So let's go with the diagram. Hello world. H E L L O space W O R L D. Okay. Now the expected answer what I see is EOOD. EOOD. Okay. So that means the way they're asking is it's starting from here. E. And where is D? It's a last element. Okay. First you give that A of, it's starting from this one. So it's a first index. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It should be 10.
Plus
11.
1.
It should be 11 plus
It should
1.
be 11.
11.
10.
Okay. Now what they're asking, and I am in this position, right? I have given the start position. Now the next letter should be O.
Oh.
From O, another O. From that one,
Skipping
it is
2
going
times.
to. So it is jumping by 1 by default, 2, and it is jumping by 3. So the first answer was correct. This is correct. The second answer, which I got, it's giving 2 steps. So it's not correct. So the first answer is correct. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Last example. Last example. If I get 2 answers, will not proceed. The expected output is let's see who can answer this. Is that so tricky? You guys are taking this much time?
Yeah.
2, 11, 2.
It will start from 2.
2,
2, 11,
11,
11,
2
2.
steps.
2.
2.
Perfect. Okay. Last example. Expected output Dan. Expected output Dan.
Start from 0, jump by
Go,
3.
go to
7,
0, 5, 3.
7,
11, no problem, it will work.
11.
0 is to 7. 7, 7 is 7.
7.
7.
7.
Yeah, yes, sir.
7 is to 3.
Step 2,
2,
3.
2, 2.
3, 3, 3.
Okay. Finally, I got 2 answers. So which is correct?
0, 7, 3.
3. Yes.
0,
7,
7,
3.
3.
See, first thing I'll tell you.
0, 7,
First
3.
thing I'll tell you. See, in case if you are a fresher, if you're applying for some companies, this may be coming in some of the uh, test. Okay, online test will be there, right? The first round for freshers, I'm saying for freshers, but for experienced people, they will not ask this. Okay, how it is been calculated, they'll not ask it. This is just that you need to understand. So first thing when they're asking some output, you see what is the start position. Start position is D. So D is a start position. Then what is the n position? So they're looking for this n, assuming that they're looking for this n. So it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that sixth position will be n. So it should not be 6, it should be plus 1. Okay, now from this, I'm jumping to this one. So that means I'm jumping 1, 2, 3. So the third one will be the answer. The third one will be the answer. Okay. Now let's see the last example. Let me give you opposite. Okay. Let me give you opposite. C equal to Santosh. Okay. I will tell you the index. You tell me what it will come. Can anyone tell me what will be the output?
SNH.
Yes, H.
SNH.
Yes, HN.
SNH.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
That's it.
That's correct. It's starting from 0. It is going till the 5th position. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be that H only because it has to give the end index and it will jump by 2 elements. Okay. Now let's give a last example for you. I need to get yes and yes.
One, 0, 1, 2.
0 to
0 to 7.
0
0,
to
7.
8. 8. 0 to 8.
No,
Okay.
0 to
0
8.
to 8.
0 to 8 or 0 to 7?
8.
0 to
0 to
8.
8.
0 to 7.
0 to 8.
8.
7.
0
0
to
to
7.
8.
0 to 8.
0 to 7.
0, 7, step by 6.
0, 7?
Yes.
0, 7, 6.
Step by
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
Step by 6, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's right. Okay, so this is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that I need to come to 6 means obviously I need to give +1 and I need to jump from yes to yes means how many jumps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. So it is this. Okay, so this is called indexing. In case if they ask you to extract certain elements, you can always go and do this. So it's not like from here to here, I will jump by 2 steps, right? I will jump by 2 steps. From here to here, I'll jump by 3 steps. No, if you give step, that entire accessing will be given with the same step. If you give 1, it will always jump by 1 until it reaches. If you give 2, until it reaches, it will always go by 2. Until it reaches a destination, it will always go by 3. So it's not like from first, you cannot have this like this, right? So from here, I'll jump by this, and from here, I'll jump by like this, and from here, I'll jump by like this. Not possible. If you give the step, you will have to always follow this step. Okay, so this is called indexing. Always remember the 2 important things that you need to remember is start index will always be 0 and the end index what you give, you should always add +1. If you know this concept, obviously you will be able to extract any character in a string. Okay, is that clear? Are we all good?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yes.
I have all of your numbers. Okay, so KSR has taken all of your phone numbers. Okay, I am going to call you at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in midnight, and I'm going to ask a question on this, and you guys need to tell this. You need to tell even in your sleep. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Santosh.
So this is all about indexing.
Santosh,
Yeah.
I understood the concept. Can we take like substring in SQL, which is similar to
Yeah, we
substring
can
in
consider
SQL?
as a substring as well. Yes. If you are already aware of SQL, this is equivalent to your substring.
Thank you.
Are we good?
So Santosh, randomly we can't able to jump, right? So for example, from KSR Datavision, we need to get KSR vision like that.
If you are accessing KSR Datavision, you can access KSR. That will be one index. Like from S to R, you need to jump and how much you are jumping. Are you jumping by 1 step, 2 step, 3 step? You can give. Or if you want to have access the Datavision, then you have to start from D, you have to end with Z, and you have to jump by steps. That's how it is.
Okay, I need to exclude data only. So I need to get KSR vision.
That's not possible, right?
Okay.
Because it's giving start, it's giving end, and it is giving the step. The syntax says that you have to jump by steps and you have to give from start to end.
Sure, thank you.
Santosh, just piggybacking on his question. So, if we take 2 seconds variables, and one variable has KSR, another variable has vision, then can we do A plus B with that string?
That
Or
will come in the next few classes.
okay.
Okay, we are going in order. So as of now, we are accessing only one variable. There is a
Okay.
variable called A. For that variable, the value is KSR. And if you want to do anything, you can do it. But in future, if you want to access more and more of like how to club two strings, how to concatenate, all of this will come in the next few classes.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, so today is a day 2 in Python. I'm asking you another question again. Is Python easy?
Yes.
Santosh
Yes,
is
sir.
making easy.
You are
Yeah.
making easy.
Anyway, thank you for that. Now we'll stop here, right? And in the next class, we will speak about few more data types. We have seen about integer, float, string, right? And bool, it's just a value, but we'll try to go with more and more examples. Okay. So for today, we'll stop here.
Yeah. Bye.
So one more information I want to tell you is this particular session that we started on Monday, right? Monday and Tuesday, we have given you a master class on data engineering. This is especially for the guys who have joined newly for this Python, right? So we have given you a master class. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the last 3 days, we have talked about Python. The first day was Python introduction and installation. And the last 2 days, it's been completely practical. I have not opened a single PowerPoint presentation. Everything I'm writing to do in my Jupyter notebook. This is how for the rest of all the Python classes will be. Every single day, Python will be practicals. I'll open the editor and I'll practice, right? So this is how it will go. So we have total of 20 days of Python, which is equivalent to 25 hours of syllabus. In that, we have successfully covered 2 days. So 18 more days is there to learn Python for our data engineering. Okay. So here we will be completing all the free sessions, and from Monday onwards, we will have the paid session. So we are available over the weekend. So contact our team. If you have missed any of the videos, you can go back and watch the videos and come to us. So we'll give you all the details. You call us and we will be there to support you. Okay, so from Monday onwards, you will have to register. So the guys who have already registered for SQL and who have completed SQL now in Python, you need not worry. For you, from Monday onwards, it will be a regular class. For the guys who have joined newly for this 1 week, for you, the free sessions is completed. The way we are teaching on this free classes, it will be the same way of explanation even in my last day of our class. So the complete understanding right from starting with basics will be explaining you. So if you are happy with our teaching, you can get registered. If not, you can learn from anywhere, but please learn. That's my only advice. You learn from anywhere, but please learn. Okay, because data engineering is going to be the most demandful skill in the upcoming years. Okay, with that, we'll stop here.
Santosh, I have one question.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Santosh.
Tell me.
Yeah, so in next classes, we for the Python in next 18 days, we will be learning how we will be connecting the database with the with Python, and then fetching data from there in the Python for data model.
We have a process, and we have also have given you the syllabus. So today we have learned about data types, right? Tomorrow,
Right.
the next class we'll be learning about advanced data types, where we learn about list, tuple, dictionary, and then we'll go with libraries. Then we'll go with functions, conditions. Like this, we'll be going. The last 2 days, we will be trying to get the data from database.
Okay, so we will be learning in with the Python, all that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Any more questions?
Hi Santosh.
Yeah.
Actually, I have not attended this SQL classes. So will I get notified when SQL classes will get started?
Yes, definitely. You keep track of our groups, right? Whatever group you are, we will be notifying you with all the details of the new course that we are starting. And whenever we start the sequel, you'll be getting the details. And one thing about KSR is, SQL has made like a common language for us. What we do is, whoever joins any course, they'll be eligible to take up any trainers, any SQL course at any time if you want live sessions, or if you take up this particular course, what I have covered for the last 1 month, that recordings also you will get it. So it's like for you, you will get both. So whatever you want, you can prefer.
Okay. So someone else will be teaching that SQL now.
If I was the trainer for another batch, I knew I'll be starting. So you will try to, I mean, I'll be the trainer, you will be listening from me. If there is any other trainer who's starting a new batch, if they are starting with SQL, you will be attending there as well. It's up to you. Whichever batch you want, you can choose it.
Sure. Thank you.
Santosh, if we if you have an access for the recording videos for the sequel, so if you get any sort of queries or while doing the practice or while going through the recording sessions, so is there any chance of getting back to you to resolve the issues, or
Yeah,
if you face
definitely.
any challenges?
Once you go back and record, you see the recordings. When you have any questions and doubts, you can always post in the WhatsApp group. Already the guys who have learned SQL in that particular group, they will help you. If they are not helping, I will help you. Okay, I will be also there in that group. I'll be trying to solve you. In case if you're still not satisfied, over the weekend, I'm available where I can interact with you one-on-one as well.
Okay. Okay, Santosh. Yeah, thank you.
Santosh, is Airflow will be covered as part of Azure?
What?
Airflow, Apache Airflow also.
Apache Airflow is not Azure product, right?
Okay.
It is a standalone product. So here, instead of Apache Airflow, the equivalent service that what we will be learning in Azure will be Azure Logic Apps.
Okay.
All good? Okay.
Yes.
So with respect to the more details on the course fees, try to reach out to our team. Go to our website, contact us. We have phone number. We work from morning 8 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday. Try to attend other sessions and see if that quality you get from there. So wherever you go, please learn. Okay, that's my only advice. So we'll stop here. Happy weekend, and we'll meet on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.